It's an order, Doctor. I am not negotiating this with you. You go where you are told, unless you are having second thoughts about your chosen profession. Remember your oath.
So that's how you came to be here. Still doesn't answer the question of why you became a doctor when you don't really seem to like people, but okay. You have your past, I have mine. It's only fair then that you don't ask me about mine either. I said not to ask. Medical interest isn't a valid reason to probe about the past. The present is all you get. Maybe I've always been ill. What's it to you? The question that matters is, can you cure it? I believe in you, doctor. You're the big city miracle worker they sent to watch over us poor country peasants. What could you not do? So, what's the verdict? How long do I have to live? When a medical worker gives you roundabout answers, you know things are really bad. Besides, you've got that shine in your eye that you had when the old miller had the weird worm in him. I don't like that look. I'm a real human, not a test subject, doctor. You won't be poking and prodding me. If the sun and the air can't fix this, then I am a goner. I don't care about experimental cures. Sounds expensive. I can't afford a week in the city, doctor. I can't even afford this bed rest. You've sentenced me to starve next month. The mistress only sent for you to make a show of her charity, but as soon as you're gone, it's back to the cotton mill for me. There's nothing you can actually do here, just accept that. I'm meant to wilt away, so that's what's going to happen. But until then, I can at least feed the mouths I'm meant to feed. Let me go, doctor. This isn't helping. I've got a family, you know. 4 brothers and sisters. I can't do much for them, but I can at least make sure their cheeks aren't hollow when I see them for the last time. I'll work until I drop so that those left behind can maybe have a slightly better time of it. That's just what life is like here. Maybe you don't understand that because where you come from, you're the hailed hero. But this is what life is like for the rest of us. I'll be lucky if the mistress doesn't just dismiss me. What are you going to do? Buy me from her? Good luck with that. Have a word with her all you like. She won't listen. She never does. She'll smile and nod at the learned man and unleash her rage on us as soon as your back is turned. But I don't care. I'm so used to beatings, I hardly feel them anymore. Maybe she'll whoop the cough out of me.
How is it, Doctor? Can you work your magic? Why, I have full faith in you. She's looking better already. Such a lovely color on her cheeks. It must be your calming presence. It has an effect on the girls. Perhaps I should have you come round more often. Give the poor darling something to look forward to as a reward.
They are otherwise such lazy little creatures, always looking for an excuse to stay in bed. I'm sorry to have wasted your time with this one. Seems like it indeed was just her nervous disposition. I did try to warn you. This one is as sly as a fox. But surely that is merely a symptom of the nerves, no? Mind losing to the matter. And in any case, I cannot spare her. Even less so she could afford to miss another shift. She is on thin ice with a foreman as is for her terrible attitude.
With the foreman, sure.
Did you say something? Speak up, filth.
Nothing, ma'am.
As it should be. So, thank you for coming, Doctor. I am so sorry for the wasted trip. Here, for your efforts. But, why would you want her? As I said, I cannot spare her. And she cannot afford to skip work. Rats breed quickly, you know. This one probably has a litter of her own by now.
Whoa.
That's not enough to merely pay her wages. She has debt, you know. And future earnings that I would be... So much. Who exactly are you, Doctor?
Did you... How much did you give her? Sorry, rude question. Am I free? Can I go? With you? Sure, I'll go with you. I'd take you over her any day. Daylight hurts my eyes. Always prepared. Very well, then. Take me away, my gallant doctor. Whisk me away to some fantasy world where you can... Four, 5, left, right. I can see just fine, you know. Up, down. A green pineapple with blue dots. Of course I know what a pineapple is. It's what you've got on your gateposts. Why pineapples, doctor? Is it your favorite fruit? Fine, a red apple. Blue umbrella, like the one you've got. It's not black, it's faintly blue. It's so like you not to even know the color of your own possessions unless they're medical. I bet you've got a pet name for every scalpel. A yellow letter. Sure, I wouldn't know, Doctor. I'm just a dumb country bumpkin. You tell me what it is. You're the learned one. What's that mean? Why is my blood pressured? Ew, stop telling me. I don't want to know. I'm not troubled by it. It is what it is. My body works the way it wants to work. Or not. Why are you doing all this? Why do you care? You mess with everyone's bodies, not just your own. How many girls have you brought back here? Is there a dungeon where you keep their bodies? There must be bodies. It's not experimentation if it doesn't include some failure. And if you fail, I die, don't I, Doctor? Yeah, I know the risks. But I'm a goner anyway, so it's worth a try, isn't it? Besides, not like I'd have much choice when you've literally bought me to be your guinea pig. Yeah, I know, bodily autonomy and all that. But you didn't answer my question. How many others have there been? There must be something more going on than what you're telling me. Otherwise, why would a charming young city doctor drag a poor little country girl out of her employer's arms just to stress her blood and whatever you are doing to my toes? You can call it an experiment. That doesn't mean I'd believe you. You'll have to answer my questions before I'll answer yours, medical or not. That's technically a question, but no, I don't remember when you arrived. I don't think I was around. I must have been at work. Was it a Monday? Tuesday? Wednesday? We can go through all the days. The answer will be, I was at work. So, what of it? You arrived on some irrelevant day of the week and I wasn't there. From my recalling, I first met you when you came to poke and prod at Auntie Jones when she fell ill. And even then, the fancy young city doctor couldn't save her, so what hope do I have? My turn? Fine. But I won't answer your questions. I'll tell you what I'll tell you, and you'll have to make do with that. I wasn't always a factory girl. I used to have a real job at the pharmacy. Selling things, putting others in their places, both items and customers. The good pharmacist would sometimes even ask me what I thought about things like a customer's illness or how the bottles ought to be labeled. But that was when my father was still alive. He left the debt and we had no way of paying it off, so all 6 of us got sent to the workhouse. It wasn't good, especially for the children, of which I guess I was one, but I was old enough to work and old enough to, be constantly in trouble with the guards. But then the mistress came looking for girls fit enough to work and small enough to fit under the machines, and I and a few others got the job. She bought us out, and my debt was somehow doubled. I'm the last one of the 3 she got that day, though there have been many after. So now you know my full story. Your turn to tell me yours. How is it not my full story? How detailed are you expecting me to be? You'll have to tell me more about yourself first. What's that do? That's not my question. That doesn't count. It's my right to know as a patient. Fine, prick me. If it's poison, make sure it's a deadly one. Don't lecture me. I know the risks. If I survive, I'm cured. If I don't, well, I was always going to wilt away, wasn't I? So do it. Test your treatments. Maybe someone else can be spared some suffering in the future. I don't mind being the first if it means I can be the last one too. In many ways. I know there haven't been others. You forgot to tie me to the bed so I get around. I've been talking to your neighbors. They have a lot of questions now, mostly about what we'll name the first one and where my ring is. So I know there haven't been others. Or at least not ones that roam about. I think you should worry about that a bit more, Doctor. About what people think of you. Having everyone think I'm your lover reflects much worse on you than it does on me. You should mind your reputation a bit more. Who would let their daughter be inspected by a doctor who's known to keep women in his dungeon? You're asking for much worse rumors to spread than the ones about your murdering sprees that I'm starting. Nobody believes them. They all say, the good doctor would never do such a thing, and that I have nothing to worry. I think I'm starting to feel the drug. What do you want with my neck? Is that how you end your victims? Fine, touch it. No, like I could tell you not to play with your possessions. If I don't make it, Doctor, will you tell my mother I'm sorry? And my siblings. They'll be mad I left them behind. Just like our father. You're always so optimistic. Or is it pride? Do you think yourself omnipotent because you've read a few books and impressed some professors? Well, maybe you are. We're about to learn. Of course I know what omnipotent is. It's working. Whatever it is. This. Doctor, one last question. If Auntie Jones wasn't when we met the first time, when was? Is that so? Glad.
Another one of your failed experiments, Doctor? Come now, Doctor. We know she was never gonna make it. No point of crying over spilled milk. This always claims a patient's life. They're doomed the first time they cough blood. And yet, you still insist on trying. Do they not broach the subject of ethics in your school for gifted maniacs? Well, excuse my bedside manners then. Yes, of course. She'll be miraculously cured. Meanwhile, I've sent 4 of my latest cases to be published in the medical journal. 100% rate of recovery, by the way. Cancer too, on the latest one. I had to cut off a hand, but then again, there's always a price to pay. A minor or some such. One of those hunchbacks, grime-covered types. Not that it matters. I don't see what it is to you. We're not paid by the profession. Luckily for you, or you'd have your wage in buttons and bottle caps. What was I supposed to do? Leave the man to his melanoma? I saved his life. Something you seem incapable of doing. So, what got this one in the end? Pneumonia? Or consumption, I'd guess, by the look of her. Incurable, as you know well. So, why try? What makes you so obsessed with it? And why bring this one back? What makes her special? Got a soft spot for a pretty face? Can't blame you. Though, maybe it'd be easier for you to overcome your emotions if it weren't so. I could help you with that. What if I... Fine, you and your morals. I say, you'll regret growing attached to your cases. Country doctor or not, you've got to stay detached and... Oh! Well, I'll be damned. Congratulations, doctor. It would seem you have done the impossible. God knows how you've done it, and perhaps it is best kept that way. Something demonic about this.
Where am I? Who are you? Wait, I know you. You're... No. I'm mistaken. You're not who I thought you were. You're the good doctor they sent to cure my fever. Have you got it now? Why are you so pale? What's with the... Doctor, are you crying? There's nothing to cry about. All's well now, right? I'll live now, won't I? That's what you said. Either this ends me or I live a long life. So why are you... Hey, doctor!